Hello, how you doing? My name is Dan McDonald and I'm the Life Regenerator here on YouTube. Some of you may know that already. I'm going to make a mango smoothie for my two beautiful daughters, and I thought that I would take that as an opportunity to share a recipe with you on YouTube here. So it's real simple and it's basic and it's fun, and the ingredients are fairly easy to get a hold of. So first of all, what I'm going to do is I am going to crack this Thai coconut here. There's several different options. You've got your Thai coconuts, which are, you know, fairly easy to locate if you put out a little bit of energy. There's also these white Mexican coconuts, which are a little less hybridized, a little less sweet with the water. The meat's a little thicker. That's another option that you can use as well. And then actually the third option is, give me 1 second and I'll show you what that is here. There is this raw coconut water, which is really good and convenient for smoothies. It's a bit more expensive, but it is very convenient and it is very hydrating. So those are the three options. This is probably the most common, and worst case scenario, the coconut water at the store, which is in the cans or in the cartons, are okay. They're not exactly alive, but they're not exactly harmful either. And you'll basically restructure them with the energy of the mangoes. So that if that's all you've got, it's better than, you know, anything else. Better than water as far as making it delicious and whatnot. So just thought I'd fill you in on that. I think my knife is, I'm not totally ready. It's still pretty early in the morning. We're headed out for some hiking, and then we're going to do some gardening, and then we're going to go shopping. Right? Sounds like a perfect day. So anyways, I like this way the best. I think it's the easiest. It's pretty easy. Just use the edge of the knife, and anybody can do this with a little practice. One more. And it pops up fairly easily. I probably could have done a little bit better, but. And then what I do is I'll strain it into the jar here. I'm going to do this over the sink as to not make a huge mess, so just give me a second. Sometimes it's better to use a wide mouth jar. Yeah, that worked out pretty well. This coconut was a bit of an illusion. I thought there would be more than that, but this might work. I want this to be kind of thick. What I've got here, this is 4 mangoes right here. Okay, and so I'm going to show you what I did and how I peel those. Now these are the seeds. What I do is you cut off as much as you can, and I'll show you that here right now as a matter of fact. You cut off as much as you can. You just bite it there at the top if it's yours. If it's somebody else's, don't let them see you do that. You know, but you can use a little knife or whatever, or if you have fingernails, which I don't. I'm going to do this over the sink too. Well, no, I can't because I'm trying to show you how to peel it. Anyways, I love my big old sink because I can do a lot over there, and then I don't have to do up so much cleaning. And there's a garbage disposal. That was my two. Desires for a house. I needed an island to do these videos just like this, and a nice big sink with a garbage disposal. Anyways, you saw me do that. You can't get any easier. And then what you do is, and I hope you can see okay, you just come off here and you cut the flowers off the side. Boom, just like that. See? And then you go and cut the other side off. There's a pretty large seed in there. And I always recommend, you know, frozen stuff is okay. It's like better than bacon and eggs. But really, you want the electromagnetism in living foods, you know? You getting ready to go, Katya?
Yeah.
Do you want to use my shower? Go for it. We're taking off in like 15 minutes. And then what you do with the seed here is just cut off the rest of what you can. Or you could just leave it like that, and then what you do is you make these little seeds a snack for the kids or for yourself or whatever. And you can sprinkle a little cinnamon on there, or a little bit of cayenne is really nice, you know. And then you can just, but if you want to get all the meat off there, you can take a little bit of time and really work around the seed there and get it all off, you know. Either way, mango season wasn't that great this year. Different fruit trees, you know, one year there's a huge, you know, I've noticed this with the apples, you know. One year would be huge, and the branches would be breaking with the apples, because there was like 150 different kinds of fruit trees in the valley that I lived in, where my parents' farm is. And one year the branches would be breaking with apples, and then the next year there'd be like 3 apples on the tree. Then the next year, boom. And it would just go in cycles like that. This year's mango season. Last year, Sophia and I, we ate mangoes for like 6 months straight. And they were just orange. These ones are really good. These are probably the best I've seen here this year. A real nice, these are the honey mangoes, and the more orange you can get these ones, there's like a luminescent orange. That's how you know that they're really ripe. I'll keep moving here. And then, so this is just a mango smoothie. So it's like coconut water and mangoes. And any mango will work. It can be challenging to get a good mango in the States. I'm not going to lie to you. But there are times when you find them, like we found these yesterday at Whole Foods, and they're really pretty good and pretty ripe. So we just snagged up a nice box full of them, and we're good to go. So that's it. I mean, well, there's 2 other ingredients to just take it over the top and like perfect it, but that's more of an art here. If you're more of a connoisseur of really presenting the food in a way that makes it exciting. So let me show you what's next. So that was real easy, and that's about the thickness that I was hoping for, because the final stage here, I will get a couple of glasses. This is for the girls this morning. And so I'm going to just fill up the glasses here. That is really, really nice. And then to take it over the top and just make it so epic beyond belief, I'm going to take a couple of these soaked almonds here, which I'm going to use later to make coconut almond yogurt. And then I'm going to, let's see, I'll use this side here. I'm going to use I'm going to make coconut almond yogurt and make a kind of an Alfredo recipe. It's raining again, epic. It's perfect for gardening. I'm going to make it nice, and I'm going to try to get that on video tonight. When the girls are here, I can pump out the recipes, because they love to eat, they love the raw foods. For me, I just drink my little liquids all day and then have one meal, the same thing every night, so there's no real recipes, you know. So here we go. I'm going to crush some almonds and put them on top. I think I'll pull the skin off is what I'll do, and they'll probably really appreciate that. So just boom, some crumbled almonds over the top. And in fact, what may be even better than the crushed, what I think I would prefer myself, is to just take the almond and bust it in half, take the skin off, bust it in half and throw it on top. And then it's just nice to have those little crunchies, you know. It's kind of like a mango lassi at the Indian restaurant, you know. They put those little nut crumbles on at the end. So that's pretty epic. I'm going to balance this out. Well, no, this is perfect. I'll ask one kid which one wants the crumbles and which one wants the more halves here. But that's just a great meal right there for kids, you know. The kids are more drawn to the fruits and than the vegetables, but eventually their palate and their body can call out. But the truth is that the fruits are far more useful for the human organism, and I wouldn't leave out the olives and the avocados either, or the coconuts. As some of you may know, I have brought more essential fats into my diet, and it has been probably the single most life-changing thing that I've ever experienced. And I'm really eating like, you know, like raw food religionist, like way too much fat. Like I'm going to burn in raw food hell forever. And it has been the biggest, best thing I've ever done. The fats, they've stable. Look at me. You've noticed. I mean, all of you have noticed. Anybody who watches the Daily Show here, the dude is chill. He's calm. His patience is way off the charts. My teeth are stronger. My hair is better. My skin is way better. My strength at the gym, I'm back at the gym. I'm just inspired to get back into the gym. So I've got more strength, more power, more energy. And there's so many other benefits that are so subtle. My energy throughout the day is so stable. I can't even believe it. You know, I am feeling fantastic on these tonics, which I do every single day. Oh, by the way, everyone on the second tonic with the cayenne, you can pull the cayenne back, but you got to remember, you're busting up those little guys, those little viruses in you. You know, the little viruses and the bacteria inside of you can proliferate if you do not keep yourself strong and healthy. And it's not just food, it's also your state of mind. These primordial organisms, viruses and bacteria, cannot proliferate in a loving human being who is in command of the ship. So up here in your brain, you have to be the commander-in-chief. You cannot let news media and the programming of your society disempower you. Because if you do and you lose control of who and what you are, which is a divine being, then those parasites and viruses and bacteria can take over, and they're going to control your mind and your decisions. You've got to be the commander. And the higher your vibration, with the more control that you have of your mind, and making sure that your heart is always open and onto this as a field of energy, then they cannot proliferate in your experience, and then you become the commander of the ship. This is a subject I've been wanting to get into, but I can't do it now because I've already used up my allotted time for the day. But I will get into how it is absolutely mandatory that you stay in control of your mind. And you can't give it away to these punk chumps that will just kill you. Because if you do, then what's inside of you, that old, prehistoric, de-evolved being can just take over, and then you just eat and drink and sleep and have sex. Survival mode, when you should be in thriving mode, and you should be the commander of the ship, and you should be taking control of your God-given destiny, and you should be on point, and you never become a victim. Because if you become a victim, then it's downhill instantaneously. The second you become a victim, and that's what I noticed the other day when the YouTube got me down when I made the video about my birthday party, and everybody was, not everybody, but some people were just bitching about $25, and it got me down for a couple days. And then I was meditating, and I felt, because my energy was so high, because I was in control, I was the commander of the ship, and then I let a few people with poverty consciousness that have the poverty virus, the poverty parasite inside of them, affect my sense of, my sense of peace and goodness, and I gave away my power to a few people who think that $25 is too much to come to my house and have all-you-can-eat salad and juices and carrot cake, and I thought that that was ridiculous, and it just made me so upset. And it took me a couple of days, then I was meditating, and I realized that my blood was poisoned by people's poverty. And I said, hell to the no. I am never, ever going to let a few small people on YouTube bring me down. And I will never, ever tell you to do anything different. Do not let anyone bring you down. Now, it might take a while. You don't usually get this in one fell swoop. You don't get it on one video, but at least you get the seed planted in your mind that you cannot give your power away.
It takes a lot of awareness to change those patterns that you may have been playing out for a long time. You have to just be aware of it and then notice it, like, okay, I'm going into victim mode. And then it takes a while to turn it around because you've been doing that for so long.
Yep.
So that's the seed. And you plant
That's
the
the seed.
and then you start to become more aware, like, okay, I'm not stepping into my power right now.
Or you're giving it away. Like, my blood was toxic because of for like 2 days. My energy went down because my blood got toxic because the virus of poverty. No, thank you. Take your poverty and get the hell out of here is what I'm saying now. I'm sorry. But I've been having, YouTube is my greatest place to learn and grow, and I'm sharing with you.
It doesn't have to do with how much money you have when he says that. It more has to do with your frame of mind. Like, do you have abundance consciousness? Do you feel that you are the source of all?
Or a victim, and trying to put that victim on me, like 25 measly dollars to have all you can eat salad. That was crazy.
If somebody was like, hey, I really can't afford it right now, but I really want to meet you, we obviously would let the person come and hang out.
Never said no to anybody that said that.
It doesn't have to do with money.
You don't want to make that your practice, though, to say, oh, because then everyone will, do that, when really there's an incredible value, and that's why I felt devalued. And I gave away my power when I know that what I do and what I am is extremely valuable. The gifts that I have and that could help people to improve the quality of their lives. So that's just the thing. The value of the Dan just shot up again on this video because we cannot be disempowered anymore, and we have to be the commander of the ship. Otherwise, those old patterns will take over. You will have toxic blood, and your immune system will shut down, and you won't have the radiant power of your own, the 7 centers of light within your being, or otherwise referred to as chakras, and the pure blood breathing in the God life. So, anyways, I'll let you go now. How about that? Mangoes to God empowerment, and anyone can say what they want, but I would really prefer that you give this video a thumbs up. And if people don't understand this, that's fine. The person that gets it, you, right now, you got this. You got what I'm saying, because I'm a teacher, and that's what makes me feel the best, and that's my gift. And then you have permission to live your God-given destiny and not let your mom, not let your pastor, not let your church, not let your doctor, not let nobody know how, not your husband, not your kids, not your grandma, take away your power. If they don't understand, that's their problem. Don't make it yours. Be the divine being that you were meant to be and fly free, because you'll feel better and better and better, and you'll be empowered, and it will make you feel so good, and you'll grow younger, you'll grow healthier, and all those diseases will just slip away like they weren't even anything as soon as you take control of the central control unit up here, your brain, and don't make sure you do everything out of love, and the power just comes right away. And raw food does mix into all that here, because everything is frequency. So tap into the highest frequency, which is love, joy, ecstasy, and then the peace of God. Amen. Which is my goal. It gives me goosebumps. Total and complete peace that passes understanding. Imagine that. Imagine never being able to be moved again by negativity, doubt, shame, fear, greed, or guilt. Imagine that. The peace that passes understanding. Imagine that as a goal. Imagine that as an alignment. Because I already know. I'm already there. It might take a little while for the universe to pull me into that, but everything's going to get shedded, and I'll learn the lessons, and I will drop the ballast, and I will float up to my own intention, which is to be the peace of God for the world. And then I'll move on right back into that realm of light when I'm done here. Subscribe to these videos and check it out. One last thing. Thank you for watching the entirety of this video. In a couple of weeks, few weeks, keep your eyes peeled. Sign up for the Insiders Club, which there's a link down below, because I've got a DVD coming out. And it's called Blending Mastery, and it is the best DVD. See, Sophia was there. It was epic. It's 40 recipes, 3-disc set. 40 recipes. How to learn how to use a blender to make salads and dressings and smoothies and soups and sauces and everything else with a blender to really have some fallback recipes. You got to have these recipes if you're going to stay on the real food, which has the frequency of life, which you're going to want to put into your body. Now, does the food raise your frequency, or does your frequency raise your food choices? Well, I do believe it's a two-way street. So eat the best food, think the best thoughts. Align yourself with the highest frequency fields of energy, love, joy, peace, ecstasy, and then peace, if you really want to look at it from the vibrational standpoint. Okay, so thank you. Sign up for the Insiders Club and keep your eyes peeled for the most epic Life Regenerator DVD blending master coming in a few weeks. Thank you so much. Have a great day. Ladies, your smoothie is ready. I almost forgot the cinnamon. Don't forget the cinnamon. A little dash of that over the top. Again, takes it over the top. How did that little almond slices? Good.
Good.
Yeah, you want a little?
I'm okay.
Okay, you already had breakfast. Okay, thanks everybody. Love ya. Bye now.